Good evening. Welcome to our second assignment of the year. The Garissa Market Junction is not a bizarre name among the residents living in Garissa-Wajir Highway. The junction has claimed lots of innocent motorists as well as pedestrians due to frequent road accidents. According to residents, an estimated over 18 deaths have been reported since 2009 and a big number of injuries. Just weeks ago, 12-year-old lady died instantly after a speedy Boda rider knocked her down, joining the long list of young and vibrant lives that were lost at the junction years before. Police have blamed reckless driving as well as motorists, and drivers are being under the influence of drugs as a result of the numerous accidents. Residents, on the other hand, have blamed the government on being reluctant on addressing the issue, especially in expanding the road, which they say that it is too narrow. As the blame game continues, one fact remains clear, that the lives are being lost and that Garissa is losing a vibrant middle-class workforce. Breadwinners have also lost their lives at this spot, leaving their families in economic turmoil. With no one to turn to, kids have had to drop out of schools as a result of their sole source of school fees perishing on a road accident. On assignment crew visited 18 families that most of them lost their family members, mothers who lost their children, victims of the junction who are still under serious medical attention. With fractured hands, others waiting to be amputated. Tonight, we bring you the first part of Garissa's junctions of death. The loss of a child is the most painful loss that humans can sustain. It's a sentiment which many parents like Halima Bashir Isaac can recount. The pain of losing her daughter and the devastating grief struck her mind like a thunderstorm. Right here at the junction, this is the same place at the junction that currently I'm standing, that the 12-year-old daughter lost her life. The moment she remembers the horrific evening she lost her 12-year-old daughter while crossing the road after was struck by a speedy Boda rider who was driving the junction. She said while everything happens by the will of God, she blames the poor and the lack of safety bumps along the highway and the junction for the increased number of accidents that have caused the lives of many people from the area. For her, since the day she lost her daughter in that ghastly accident, recalling the incident, she said it's like a black veil dropped in front of her eyes, and as well since then affected her health.
jidku caal raamay boonda loo sameeyay sida gaarida bakan u gala horooba iska dheer maxaa faa'iido marka ana wadla lagu diri laakiin aan ku dadwaayin kaay baabuurta iska ordaan bigana faraha laga qaado ka taraara laag wada aragteen u malayna bigi hadaan reema dad waan doon gees horta uga way ma gaari weyn iska fiir ma soo cunug yar ba iska fiir wada aragtay adoo lagu ma sheegay
Aya kai chonjo Yussuf. Wakai chonjo. Hata accidents yote.
Hatutavumilia na hatutakubali zaidi ya hapo watu wakufe kwa hii barabara. Hii inaonekana viongozi wetu hawakujishughulisha kwa hii hali.
Just at the center of Garissa's livestock market, we've met Abdi Abdullah Ibrahim selling her small groceries. She lost her eldest son at the junction, days after he completed the KCC exam. She recounts how one devastating and dreadful accident that took the life of her son, who had a promising future to join his university, hours before a speedy PSV Matatus hit him while crossing the road. He died while on his way to hospital.
marka wuxuu ahaa ilmaha fonfooga waraqda markuu soo gaari ku dilaamay wuu dhintay mawlid hadda kii ka saddexaad kan soo socda kii ka saddexaad intaa waxaan warna kama hayna anaga markaa goonimaan ku korsaday ilmuhu weynaa marka allah u naxariisto waxay ilaahay horta haysana malaha waxay soo saacideyn malaha wax booda hataa idhaa malaha laameygu ku dhig wax hataa dhiiggiisa qays aan noola keena malaha marka ilmuhu ugu weynaa agoon u ahay hadda allah u naxariisto waka hadda intaasan leeyahay
Abdiash is among the several other parents living along the highway who are particularly devastated when their children died in their late 20s. Today, junctions of death in Garissa, as many residents came to name it, may have developed into a busy upper-night suburb of an ever-growing city of Garissa. Rare end collisions are the most common, and car crash report shows drivers are often going too fast or simply are not paying attention to traffic rules. Hardest hit are those whose crippling and painful injuries are not covered by any medical insurance. We've met Mohammed Odowa Ado, who is among those whose lives have been irreversibly shattered by physical and financial pain. Mohammed Odowa, Form 3 student, is another victim of the junction. 12 August 2016 was a turning point that ended his education. He has been confined at his compound as he nurses a fracture on his hand. Circumstances of his accident quite a sensitive topic. He was supposed to do and proceed his Form 3 exams, but that dream was so changed after speedy and overdriving PSV Matatus hit him, and later on the driver of the Matatus escaped, leaving Mohammed paralyzed and laying in a pool of blood. He was under intensive care unit for a month, leaving the burden of his medical bill to his family. Mohammed told me how he lost 4 of his family members at the junction, previously making him the 5th person whose blood stains still reflect the image of the junction.
markay ahayd taariikhda August to Olof yaan la kulmay this injury, this problem. Marka meesha isbitaalkan weyn ee isbitaal Garissa agtiisa yaan ana socdo yaan masaajid u goonhoyo gaari ugu dhacay amin galab markay ahayd taariikhda 10 saac oo galabnimo gaari Matatus ahayd gaari Matatus wuu ugu dhacay markuu ugu dhacay wuu iga cararay imu istaagay wuu ugu dhacay imu istaagay wuu iga cararay waxay ahayd lambarkiisa ninba bibi ka tabaqatay gaarigi asagoo si cararay lambarkiisa laga soo qorto isbitaalka waa la geeyay waa la ikabay waxay dhaheen anaka ma kabi karna laakiin dad Nairobi aan ugu canaynaa dhaheen 3 cawaan isbitaalka weyn yaal inta daan ehelideeda inta hadda wax ku noqotay jidkan gudihiisa waxa weeyo 4 ku dhimatay 4 aniga hadda ehelideeda dad kunta ehelo umbulehay 4 aan ehelideeda ku dhimatay shanna waa dhaawac ana inta ehelideeda kali oo hadda waa dad waxa weeyo naafo oo waxba aan qabsan karin ayko aan wax la qabsan karin yaa hadda waa iska qadar alla ilaahay baa keenay laakiin waxay la qabsan laayeen dib soo gaaray oo gaari xaqiis uga imaaday wax la qabsan laayeen inta hadda aniga inta jiifay inta xaqiisa hadda wax ku noqotay waa ilaahay baa sheegay hadda dhaar hor u dambeysay oo aan marin shan bari bas laga joogo gabar 10 jirto yaa lagu xawaalay bartan lagu xawaalay hadda meesheeda oo meel kale ma aha.
Hussein Abdullahi, the youth chairman of Garissa Market, vividly remembers that fateful day. We've spent well over 1 hour standing at a pedestrian crossings in order to get a clear and accepted roadside interview that was very hard for us.
Surely there's no any sign totally, even the bumps and also any sign that's showing if there is a highway here. There's a lot of schools here, high schools and primary around this highway. At the same time, we lost especially great people here, and we made demonstration several times. At the same time, we have not get any reply.
Minhaj Ahmed Issa, one of the elders of the chairman of Garissa Market, narrates the mystery surrounding the highway interjunction and how several lives have been lost.
suuqan xoolaha waxaa ka jirta dhibaato aad iyo aad u weyn kuhusu ku imaatay jidkan xaggiisa geeri aniga horta maanta naxdin weyn bay igu tahay ama xasuus weyn bay igu tahay su'aalaha adii yeelin haysin maxaa yeelay wax aan hilmaamnay baan ugu soo kacahaya marka waxbana aanan laga qabanaynin waxbana aanan laga qaban dawladda ayna waxba ka qabanaynin wax madaxu u soo gurmanayso wax ka qabanaysa inaan lahayn taasoo geeridana nagu sii socoto markaan tiri ahaan kuu sheego meeshan suuqa xoolaha Junctionka la yidhaahdo waxaa iskugu imaataa 4 jid jidka labadiisa dhinacba carruurtii maalin walba way laaysaa way dhimanaysaa waxayna ku dhimanaysaa jidkan dhexdiisa hadday boodha tahay hadduu gaari yahay haddii maxaan ku idhaahdaaye gaari isku dhacday noqota maalin walba carruurtii ku gaari ku dhex dhintoo gaariga isaga waday iyo ku iska socday oo buugtii wato maalin walba meesha laga aruurinayo.
Even though there's no official figures, the number of the lives lost contradict with that of the members of the public.
waxaan tiri ahaan hadda xasuusanahay 16 qof.
Many pedestrians and motorists who use the highway every day can empathize with how frustrating this junction can be. But few people like Rahim Mohammed, who is among the motorists operating along the highway, know the real reason behind its tainted nickname.
Hapa tuko na shida sana. Kuna problem ya vehicles wanaenda over speeding. Heavy trucks wanatumia, taxis wanatumia, hakuna road signs. This is a university way to go to the university. This is an open school of the Farouk Primary School. Kuna teachers college hapa nyuma. Kuna University of Islamic this side. So this Nebgas and secondary school, Boda Primary School. All these watoto wanaumia wanakanyagwa na magari hapa. There's no any road sign. So we ask the government to do anything they can do to work bumps or to work road signs to protect the children of this, the future nation of this country.
Garissa Market Junction is not a strange name for the resident of Garissa town. This is the junction that has proved to the deadliest and the bloodiest black spot in Garissa. The junction has claimed a large number of innocent motorists as well as pedestrians due to the frequent road accidents. In our pursuit to look for answers from the county government officials, we've met Mr. Abdul Hakim Sheikh Baib, who is in charge of roads and public works. Despite the junction falls under the mandates of the national government, from their end, he said the county government have invested a lot in 2013 recarpeting the highway, establishing various bumps but sent the ball rolling, blaming the road authorities for the lack of bumps and other road signs along the highway.
It's very unfortunate, it's regrettable, but as you know, we are one of the stakeholders, but the said junction falls under A3 road, which is mainly under the management or the mandate of Kenya, which is a national government function. Nevertheless, as you know, the county government has a close working collaboration with Kenya. And in 2013, I think you remember, Korrow, the county government invested in this A3 road, despite being not our function. But it's the main lifeline of Garissa County. Not only Garissa, but even beyond. This road serves the rest of the counties like Wajir County and even Mandera by extension, and even Somalia, because it extends beyond the border, hence an A3 road. We managed to tarmac the same road. It was debilitated by then, and the only funds that were available could do only for 3 kilometers. By then, we have managed to put the road into a standard condition, put some pumps at strategic places, mainly at the CPD centers. As you know, we cannot just go in one morning and fix the road. Definitely, it falls under the mandate of another stakeholder, but ours is to supervise and work closely with them. We will do all we can to ensure the roads is fixed, the pumps are erected, and all road signs are impossible, and even request the traffic department through the traffic commander here in Garissa, at least to station permanent traffic police officers in that junction. At least they are doing very well in the other part of the town, but as you know, this is now turning to be a death junction, as I said earlier, and we will not sit back and watch our people die on a daily basis.
The National Transport and Safety Authority Regional Office based in Garissa, despite undertaking several awareness programs and training for Boda and PSV vehicles. They say they are also putting measures for revoking licenses for companies whose vehicles are involved in accidents, something that didn't help to avert the situation. Mohammed Omar, who is a regional NTSA manager based in Garissa, said the road authorities are to be blamed for failure to erect clear signposts and pumps at the junction. Despite writing to the authorities several times, nothing has been done about it over the years, saying the buck stop at there.
Our roads are congested, and that is what is causing the accidents around town, but and more so the reckless driving. The reckless driving, you might find in the case of Boda, you might find somebody riding a motorcycle and he doesn't have the license.
We've done a lot of sensitization meetings with the Bodas, with the Circles, with the Matatus operators, and the motorists around town, in the sense that we need to educate them on issues of road safety. We need to educate them on issues of licensing.
In our effort to get a clear comment from the National Road Authority, Garissa's Ken House office, but no fraud despite writing to them while at time visiting their locked offices. While the two institutions, the National Transport and Safety Authority and the county government, calling the National Highway Authority to admit blame for failure to erect clear road bumps, the blame game continues. Whenever an accident occurs at the junction, people speak, cars call for action and then go meet and wait for another accident to happen. As the days goes by, lives continue being lost at this place. At the county police station, parts of the wreckage from the accident, border borders, bicycles and vehicles have taken up the space of the compound. Despite members of the public staging several demonstrations previously over lack of road bumps and other road signs, and along the highway, for them, the harsh reality continues to unfold before their eyes, as they witness their children and sword breadwinners losing their lives as a result of poor safety measures. For now, this is just a challenge for all to see. If the concerned road authorities will ever hear the devastating voice from the public, or just move on with a famous Swahili saying, "Ajali haina kinga," at the expense of taxpayers' money. This is a question of wait and see.